What's going on, guys? The again here, back with our Dragon Ball The Breakers video. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to the Tenkaichi 4 trailer, or the new Tenkaichi remaster, whatever it's going to be. And let's talk about what that means for the Breakers. So let me go ahead and shut this music off, and let's watch this trailer. So I had never actually played any of the Tenkaichi games, but I know they're very popular. Some people consider them the best Dragon Ball games ever. This was during the PS2 era. So I was at Battle Hour when this was announced, by the way. People... I mean, that looks beautiful, right? Yeah, wow. Okay. So that's beautiful, right? So I don't know if they're gonna be calling it Budokai Tenkaichi oops.
So we're going to be...
Oops, that's a Goresh video. But I don't know if they're gonna be calling that Budokai Tenkaichi Super, or if they're gonna be calling it Tenkaichi 4. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows when this is coming out. This is basically just a teaser, right? And the thing is, what does this mean for the Breakers? What does this mean for the Breakers? So, Tenkaichi will be the latest Dragon Ball game after the Breakers. If you guys don't know, the Breakers actually is the latest Dragon Ball game there is. It's the newest one, right? And it's riding off Season 2. And in terms of the player base, I kind of just wanted to show you guys and give you all an update. So when the game originally released, it had... Okay, is this stalling? We good? Okay. Website's kind of like bugging out. Hello? Please? I just want to see what it was... Okay, so I had 4,000 players, 4,054 players, day one, right? When you could first play the game. Actually, this would have been the beta. So that was the beta. When the game actually released around this time, there's so many players I had. It eventually just kind of started to go down and go down and go down. And then it spiked up during Season 2. Got 1,000 players. This is exclusively Steam. I have no way to look at any of the player base on PlayStation, which is the most popular place to play this game, of course, in my opinion. I think that's the most populated area. And then as Season 2 has gone on, the player base has deteriorated and deteriorated. You know, it's gone up and down, but it's definitely gone down. But it's definitely above where it was, right? It was very low before. But it's definitely gone up, but now, again, it is gradually going down. So, what I wanted to talk about in this video, we can watch that trailer again, just because it is very beautiful and sexy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Is that, what does this mean for the Breakers, right? So, again, Breakers is the latest Dragon Ball game there is. It's an asymmetrical game, so immediately not everybody is going to be about that. Budokai is a 3D arena fighter, right? Where it's a 2D fighter in a 3D setting. So think like Street Fighter. I think actually, what is it more like? It's more like Tekken. It's basically like Dragon Ball Tekken, right? Or even like Dragon Ball Soul Calibur, if you're familiar with those types of fighting games. And the reason why the Budokai games are so beloved is just because of the cast of characters, bro. I believe Budokai 3 basically has every single Dragon Ball character released up until that time, right? And mind you, Budokai 3, I believe, released in 2007. So, it's a long time coming since people have gotten a new Budokai game. I think they had some sort of remaster on PS3, but I don't know if people really cared for that version as much. So, my worry, I know a lot of people were excited for this game, and you can actually see it on Twitter. I might actually pull some of these posts up, not to necessarily call people out, but kind of just show you guys what the big creators from the Dragon Ball community kind of feel about this game and how they feel about the Breakers. And I feel like they're not exactly alone in that assertion. So I'm going to be right back and pull some of those up. All right, so we're back. We have some prominent people And the Dragon Ball community basically dunking on the Breakers with this new announcement of Budokai Tenkaichi 4, right? And, you know, Geekdom was one of the people that did so. And I actually, I think I actually responded to this because I think Nas responded to me like this. And listen, man, I am the type of person, just because I know a lot of people came at the Breakers when Season 2 launched, right? And people were like, Breakers gonna die tomorrow, this and this and that. Like, they're just like downplaying the Breakers, just talking crap about it. Literally the day Season 2 went up, we had nothing for months, dude. And we were so happy. We all came together for Season 2, and people still wouldn't let us have our day in the shade. And when Budokai 4 came out, a lot of people were talking crap on the Breakers. And this is basically my response to it. I said, unlike others, I respect and am happy when they receive content. I support the entirety of the community. Kicking others down won't raise others up ever. I was thinking of making a statement kind of like, not necessarily shaming, but kind of just like wagging my finger, being like, it's kind of a shame seeing all these creators kind of be toxic towards the Breakers. Like, Breakers dying does not make Xenoverse 3 happen. Does not make Tenkaichi 4 happen, right? Like, we want all Dragon Ball Breakers, we all want Dragon Ball games to succeed so more Dragon Ball games can be made. If Dragon Ball games, one after another, keep failing, they're just going to make less games. It's not that this one game's going to go away and more are going to be made. It's not how it works. But, even Rhyme had a little fun. I can't really come at Rhyme crazy because Rhyme's been very supportive of the Breakers and covered it a bunch on his channel. But he took a little bit of a dig. And his comments definitely did so as well. So again, this isn't me. I just kind of showing you guys how what people's thoughts were. This is Slow Plays, having a little fun as well, saying I don't want to play with you anymore. Basically saying all the Dragon Ball games and saying because of Tenkaichi 4. So yeah, and then another comment coming crazy. People were playing the Breakers. Yeah, yes, bro, I'm playing it right now, dude. I'm playing it right now. And then I kind of made a response to Slow's. Basically, he made a comment saying that Dragon Ball fans are eating very, very well. Like, you know, there's Bleach fans, there's Naruto fans, there's Evangelion fans, there's Demon Slayer fans, there's all these anime fans that, like, don't have as many games as Dragon Ball. And that's basically what Slow is trying to say, to be grateful. And I wanted to make a statement here saying, I would also like to say we should support all communities that are a part of Dragon Ball. We all come from different strokes, but wishing the downfall of one doesn't bring up another. And I don't just mean the Breakers. This goes for any game released under the property. Don't hate, celebrate. And it's not just the Breakers that was getting dunked on, right? If you guys don't know, I'm actually a fan of Naruto. Naruto's probably my favorite anime, right after Dragon Ball. And people were dunking on Naruto Storm collections, basically saying that Tenkaichi 4 is pretty much like overwhelmed people and has like kind of just stolen the stage of Storm Connections, just because people want this game way more than they want Storm Connections. You know, it's, you know, apples to apples, right? Whatever you prefer, but it just goes to show how excited people are for this game. So what does this game mean for the Breakers? It could be pretty damning, guys, honestly. If the Breakers doesn't add something like crossplay, I genuinely think that people that are playing the Breakers, there might be a small percentage that are just playing the Breakers just because it's a new Dragon Ball game, right? Of course, there's us that really genuinely enjoy this game, love it, play it to death, and, you know, understand there is great potential that it has. And I think as it is receiving more content, it'll definitely you know, keep going in terms of... Wait, did I hit unpause? Okay, I just want to make sure I unpaused it. Sorry, thought I messed with the recording. But basically, as more content is added, more raiders are added, more maps are added, I think people will come back to the Breakers and check up on it every now and then. But there is the dedicated few that will play the game before that happens, right? I think the Breakers will be in a good spot, but it definitely needs crossplay to reach its maximum potential. If it doesn't, it's definitely the player base is gonna continue to fall off, right? And if it has crossplay, they're aware of it. I spoke to the producer. They are aware of it. They are aware of people wanting it. I can't confirm or deny whether or not it's coming, but they are aware of it, and they are aware of people really requesting it and really wanting it. So I just want to present this question to you guys. Say, you know, God forbid the Breakers does die. I don't think it is. I think we're definitely going to, at least at the bare minimum, God damn it, Goresh. Goresh's videos keep playing. Just want to keep like going with this video. But at the bare minimum, I think it'll last at least a year, right? I think we'll get to season 4. And truth be told, I don't know if we'll reach like a year 3 or something like that. We'll see. But if it gets crossplay, I think it's definitely possible, in the realm of possibility. That being said, I promote the question to you guys. If the Breakers falls off, would you be open to watching me play other Dragon Ball games? I play Dragon Ball Legends religiously, and I've never played the Tenkaichi games. And this game is kind of looking like a remaster / collection of the Tenkaichi games. So I would be open to doing the game on the channel. So if you guys would like, I would definitely be down to cover it. Right now, I just want to dedicate my channel to the Breakers like I always have. I will cover the Breakers till its dying breath, assuming it ever dies, right? It may never die. Who knows? Like, Dokkan is on its 8th year or more, I think. I don't know. It's going crazy. So Dragon Ball games definitely have the potential to last a very long time. So with that being said, if you guys are open to me covering other Dragon Ball games, let me know which ones, of course, and I definitely will consider it. But in the meantime, I think I will stay with the Breakers for a long time. But Tenkaichi could definitely take a good bit of the Breakers player base. So crossplay is definitely something it needs to add. But yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to react to this trailer. I did get to see this in person at Battle Hour. Like, the energy, bro, people were screaming, shrieking, throwing stuff when this got announced. Nobody saw this coming. This wasn't leaked. This wasn't in the data mines. Nobody knew this was coming. And nobody knows when it's coming in the future either. There's no release date. There's no platforms announced. I imagine this will probably be for next-gen consoles exclusively, the way it's looking. But of course, we won't know until they say officially, right? But until then, guys, you know, I'll be covering Dragon Ball: The Breakers until I can't anymore, right? Until the game closes down. And I don't want to make this like a depressing video. I don't think the Breakers is going to be closing down anytime soon. But if it does, I just want to let you guys know that I am open to covering other Dragon Ball games, and Tenkaichi would be one of them. So if you are open to watching that, let me know in the comments. And again, let me know what other Dragon Ball games you'd like to see me play. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Like the video if you enjoyed. Again, comment down below some of the things I asked before. And subscribe for more Dragon Ball: The Breakers updates, showcases, funny moments, and potentially new Dragon Ball games in the future, like Budokai. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.